Good morning students. Welcome to challenge series. In this video we are going to solve a problem from the unit alternating currents and the topic name is series RLC circuit. See the question here. It is given that the circuit consists of a resistance connected in series with one inductor connected in series with one capacitor, and the supply voltage given is, that is the alternate voltage, it is given as 20 root 2 sine 100t plus pi by 6, and the resistance value given is 10 ohms, and inductor offers a reactance of 20 ohms and capacitor offers a reactance of 10 ohm. Observe here, in this question inductance value and capacitance values are not given. It is given that reactance values. That's why the units are ohms here. Fine. So we need to find from this circuit, first it is impedance offered in the circuit. Next, what is the phase difference phi, and what is the peak value of the current in the circuit, and what is the RMS value of the current in the circuit, and what is the RMS value of the voltage across resistance, and RMS value of the voltage across inductance, and RMS value of the voltage across capacitance, and RMS value of the voltage supply. Means what is the RMS value of the voltage applied in the circuit. Fine. These are the values we need to find now one by one. So for that, first let us calculate impedance here. What is the formula for impedance? Means it is square root of resistance square plus, here XL, X omega are given. The given is R is 10 ohm and XL value given that 20 ohms and XC value given is 10 ohms. Fine. So that here XL minus XC whole square, because here XL value given is greater than XC value. So that the impedance value according to the formula, by substituting these three values in this, we will get square root of R value, it is 10, that means 10 square, plus XL minus XC, 20 minus 10 whole square, that is square root of 100 plus 20 minus 10, 10 square 100, so square root of 200, that is nothing but 10 root 2. That is the value of Z or impedance offered in the circuit. Next value, phase difference phi. Phi formula in the series RLC circuit, it is tan inverse XL minus XC divided by R. If we recall the phasor diagram, R on x-axis and here XL minus XC, so that the resultant will be the impedance, and this impedance versus this resistance, the phase difference between these two components is phi. So that this is XL minus XC, means this one XL minus XC divided by R is the tan phi. So that tan phi is this component, we are going to calculate phi, that is tan inverse XL minus XC divided by R. So that tan inverse XL minus XC, that means 20 minus 10, 10 divided by R value is 10. So that we get tan inverse 1, that is 45 degrees or pi by 4. Right. We get phase difference now. Next value, it is peak value of the current flowing in the circuit. So here the current flowing is, consider that I. So that what is the peak value of this one? So the C is peak value of the current I naught. The formula for this I naught in the series RLC circuit, it is V naught divided by Z, or impedance, not resistance. So this is series RLC circuit. The opposition is not only due to resistance, it is due to inductive reactance and capacitive reactance. So overall three components are considered in the impedance expression. That's why V naught by Z should be considered for I naught calculation. Fine. The V naught value is, so in the given problem, this is V naught. V is equal to V naught sin omega t plus something. So that 20 root 2 gives the peak value of the supply voltage. So V naught divided by Z, so this is 20 root 2 divided by, and Z value what we are getting is 10 root 2. So that the value for I naught we are getting is 2 times root 2 cancels, 2 we are getting. Peak value of the current flowing through the circuit. Next, the component is IRMS. Next one is RMS value of the current flowing in the circuit. So that the formula for RMS value is always peak value of the current divided by square root 2. So I naught we got already 2. So the 2 by root 2, that is root 2. So we got RMS value of the current flowing through the circuit is root 2 amperes. Next, E, RMS value of the voltage across the resistor in the circuit. So for that, the formula is observe here, in this series RLC circuit, resistance is there, inductance is there, capacitance is there. Now we are going to calculate RMS value of the voltages across these three components individually. So current I is flowing like this. If you consider the RMS value of this current, and this RMS value if you multiply with this resistance, you will get the RMS value of the voltage across this resistance. Similarly, if you multiply this RMS value of the current with this inductive reactance, then you will get RMS value of the voltage across this inductance component. Similarly, if you multiply RMS value of the current with the capacitive reactance, you will get the RMS value of the voltage across the capacitance. So I am writing the formulas here. These three formulas I am writing parallelly here. So E, F, G. That means RMS value of voltage across resistance is IRMS into resistance value. Similarly, RMS value of the voltage across the inductor is IRMS into, it is XL, not L, inductive reactance. Similarly, RMS value of the voltage across capacitance is RMS value of the current multiplied by XC. Fine. We got already IRMS value root 2. Let us consider that root 2 multiplied by R value is 10 ohms. So that is 10. So we get 10 root 2. Next, IRMS is root 2. XL value is 20. So this is 20 root 2. And capacitive. So that root 2 multiplied by XC value is 10 ohms. So 10 root 2. So we got these three RMS values like this. And finally we need to calculate RMS value of the voltage, that is supply given in the circuit. So for that, let us consider the phasor diagram of these RMS voltages. That is, if you consider RMS value of the voltage across resistor, and here VRMS in inductor minus VRMS in capacitor. These two components, resultant component is the required RMS voltage of supply. This is what we need. So what is the formula for this? Means square root of this component and this component. So we can get the formula for VRMS supply is square root of this VRMS R whole square plus VRMS L minus VRMS C whole square. Let us substitute the values. We got these three here. That means this is VRMS R 10 root 2 whole square plus VRMS L 20 root 2 minus VRMS C, this one 10 root 2 whole square. Right. Let us just erase this one. Let us simplify this one to get the final value of required supply RMS value. That is, here 20 root 2 minus 10 root 2 is again 10 root 2. Here 10 root 2 square, here also 10 root 2 square. That means here 100, 2. That means 200. Here also 10 root 2 whole square. That means 200. That is 400. Square root of 400 is 20 volts. Finally, we got the RMS value of the voltage of the supply applied is 20 volts. This is somewhat lengthier. Simply we can calculate RMS in other way. For any component, RMS value is given by peak value divided by root 2. What is the peak value of the supply? That is V naught 20 root 2 given in the problem. So take the 20 root 2 divided by root 2. So root 2 gets cancelled. We are getting 20 again here. This is a simpler way. Anyhow, we need to be familiar with this procedure also, so that we can get the relations between all these components. Right? Fine. Thank you.